here's Brody Brazil.
All right, I'm trying the live stream all over again. Thought I was good to go. Realized that I still had the computer set on Wi-Fi connection instead of Ethernet. YouTube doesn't like that very much. Anyway, hello YouTube once again here on a Saturday night. First live stream of 2021 and first live stream in maybe almost a month. Now, this has not been intentional. There were the holidays. There was the announcement of the hockey season. I'm getting ready to go back to work and a lot of other preparations. The reason not the reason that I have not been doing live streams, this is not the reason why I've been hiding from you. This black eye, which is now on day 9. I keep thinking, by the way, it's January 10th. I know today is the 9th, but I got this on New Year's Eve 2020, and I've had it ever since. I don't know how well you can see it on camera. So, in fact, I have prepared just some photos. Hang on a second as you see my YouTube connection here. These are photos from over time with the black eye. It's not the first time I've ever had one. But I mean, you could see right there, whoa, that's really close. There's good discoloration right there, a solid spot of where it is. See if I can get you the next picture here. Nope, maybe not. Let's try that. Sorry, I'm doing this here all on the fly. That was probably it at its peak. That might have been right here. I would say this might have been, whoops, didn't mean to do that. That might have been day 5 right there. So that was looking pretty raw right there. You already saw that picture. Was there one more? Oh yeah. Yeah, here you go. Here's the classic. Don't mind the hair. But yeah, so, you're wondering, how did I get this? How did I get this black eye? And I did not get it in an altercation. I got it putting my son actually to sleep on New Year's Eve. And it was dark in the room. I thought he was out, passed out. And I went over to take a quick look. And as soon as I did, I couldn't see him. He rolled his head over and just got me right there pretty good. Now, look, I've had a black eye before. I've never had one that lasted this long. I guess that's the curious part about it. I've obviously, covering sports, I've seen hockey players get some real bad ones. I know this is minor. This is not a big deal. But the fact that it lasted this long, I knew instantly when I got hit that I could feel it getting warm and like almost puffy instantly. I told my wife I was going to have one, and the next morning, actually, she was the first one to say it before I saw it. I walked out of the bedroom. She's like, "Yep, you've got a shiner," before I was able to see a mirror. But it will not go away. I've been doing research lately because we're about to do TV shows this upcoming week for Sharks, and will this go away in a couple more days? Because it'll be 2 weeks, 2 full good weeks by the time the 14th rolls around that I would have had this. But I think it's going away. I think it's fading. I think also I could cover it up with makeup at this point. if I really wanted to. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't even care. And actually, to tell you the truth, I don't really care. So there you go. But that's what I've been up to lately. Nursing the black eye. So that's been fun. Growing the hair out, that has not changed. You're going to probably see a much better look of that on television when I'm not wearing these headsets. You can really see how it how it puffs out. So that's going to be interesting. Can't wait for the feedback on that. I've also decided this upcoming hockey season, you know what else I really need to do here? I am really realizing this needs to happen, is I'm going to set a 10-minute timer. I do these live streams. They end up going 20 minutes. And I don't want it to go that long. So I just set a 10-minute timer to remind myself around 9:36. I'll start wrapping it up then. Think that's a good idea? Yeah. Thanks. I think that's a good idea too. Anybody want me to stream longer than 10 minutes? No? Okay. All right. Rough crowd. Anyway, so I've decided that this hockey season, one of the things that I'm going to do is, when I get home after a game or maybe even in days between games, just come on here for 10 minutes, give the best recap I can, really sum up all the best things about the Sharks' most recent game and where things are at and what's to look forward to in the next game. And I'm going to try and keep it quick. And look, I'm not the analyst here. Let's be perfectly honest. There are great hockey minds out there. I do not consider myself to be one of those, but what I am going to try and do is filter through all of the best comments, perspectives, thoughts, whether they're from fans, something a player said, one of my coworkers, one of our analysts said. I'm going to try and bring you all those things for one live stream. Like I said, probably on the nights of games, a little bit later when I get home, or maybe the in-between days, because the Sharks are basically playing in every other day's schedule to start off their season. Look at that, 8.5 minutes left. Where's the time going? I have plenty more to show you here, by the way. So I've decided I'm going to do a bunch more live streaming here in 2021. Hopefully my stream health is good. Let me take a quick peek at that. Yep, it is. All right, we're still good on that. I was worried for a while. Nothing like starting a live stream like I did about 20 minutes ago and then realizing halfway through that, yeah, nobody was even seeing it. That's not good. I've also made a couple additions here in the home studio, and one of the things I want to show you here, in fact, let me just load it up before I actually do it. I know you can't see this yet, but you will see it in just a second here. Give me one second. Okay, so what this is, now there's me riding a Zamboni. There's Curtis Brown in the background. By the way, that whole sheet of ice in San Jose has since been removed and replaced. That's the Sharks practice facility right there, and that's the rink that they use most. But anyway, the reason I'm showing you this is because I now have this very cool tool. I can play back video here in the home studio, and even to the extent that I can talk you through things. We can watch stuff together, just like this. Now I'm playing this old clip. This is just a GoPro footage of me eventually driving the Zamboni. And to prove that it's live here, I think, yeah, I can fast forward through it here. Let me just get to the good part here. We're figuring out how to turn it on, figuring out what it does. They're telling me don't crash into anything. This was a couple years ago. There you see the whole TV crew. We did this for a TV segment. I want to say in probably early 2018, like late 17, early 18, I think. I'm going to fast forward this even more. So this is just a raw clip. Again, I'm just trying to show you an example and a sample here of one of the cool things I can do. I know this is really not selling it, me fast forwarding through a bunch of footage. Come on, 8 times, 16 times. All right, let's get this show on the road. Oh, they moved it over. There we go. I'm driving it around. I'm so nervous right there. Probably going like literally half a mile an hour. Thinking to myself, number one, if you crash through the boards, or if you ruin the ice surface that the Sharks literally practice every day on, you're never going to hear the end of this. But anyway, I wanted to load this clip as an example of again, something in the future I'll hopefully do more of, and just kind of wanted to show you what that was all about. And I'm going to flip one switch here. You've seen me do this before, and I may do this, in fact, even more in the near future. Can I see it up over there? Oh, yes, I can. There it is. You see that right there? That is, in fact, ta-da! The Nintendo, which is hooked up to the, there we go. So yeah, I've done this before, but now I have the ability to kind of switch between things, pull this up in real time. How's my timer doing? Oh, 5.5 minutes. All right, maybe I have time for one level here, but oh. You gotta be kidding me right there. So I'll have time to do, I'm not gonna play video games for people all day long. Nobody wants to see that, but maybe on occasion, if there's a new game or a new system I need to check out. I'm not necessarily a gamer, so, you know, oh jeez. I'd be going on recommendations and things I need to get and try, but to me, like, nothing beats the classic. Nothing beats this stuff right here. And honestly, why would I want to spend a couple $100 more just to yell at the video game and throw the controller like I ultimately do anyway? I get mad at this stuff when I don't do well. All right, let me just get through this level here. It can't be much longer than, there we go. Star. Oh, that's so bad. Anyway, so we can do, yeah, we can do Nintendo. We can hook up, you know, if I get what's the new, is it a PS5? Is that right? Is that the one that just came out? I know I'm embarrassing myself here. The knowledge, the lack of knowledge. Oops, didn't mean to hit that button. Yeah, the lack of knowledge is not good. But anyway, long story short, we can do some of that. I'm going to hit this switch one more time, and I'm going to spend the final about 4 minutes, well, just a little bit of it, not the entire time. I also want to show you this. Now, this is something I live streamed on New Year's Eve day, and this is called a Geocron Atlas. Now, there is something, long story short, it's a world map and a world clock. Like, this is in real time how the world looks right now in terms of where the sun is. You can kind of see, like China, for example, and most of Russia are in complete daylight hours right now. The sun is like halfway, it's up halfway across Africa, the eastern half of Africa, the Middle East, and Europe, in fact. Europe is just about to see sunrise, I would say, in the next 2 hours or so, as opposed to, well, I'm over the United States and specifically California, like it's right over where my picture is right now. In fact, let me just, let me get rid of that for a second. So you can see that. I wish I could put my pointer, my mouse on here. I don't think I can do that. Maybe there is a pointer that I can put on here. Let me try it real quick. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Anyway, so this is an actual real device, something called a Geocron. It's a wall fixture. It's a moving map. I have one. It was an heirloom, a family heirloom, a hand-me-down, and just a real keepsake. Really, really cool device. But this is the digital version of it. It's just a little box that sits here in my home studio, connects to the internet, and puts out an HDMI signal and puts out this signal. It shows you in real time where the sun is, what time it is, all across the world. You can also see right there that yellow line and dot. The yellow line is where the International Space Station has been, and you can also track its speed. It's going 5 miles a second right now. Think about that, 5 miles a second. Like, that gets you from, San Francisco to San Jose in, well, let's see, was it like 60 miles? So, 12 seconds? Is that the right math? 12 seconds? That's pretty amazing. It's 264 miles above the Earth's surface. The purple one, the magenta line and dots, the magenta line is where the Hubble Space Telescope has been, and the dots are the trajectory of where it's going. And there's just a bunch of customization that you can do with this. And I pulled up, oh, of course, now the mouse wants to show up. But you can do a bunch of different map layers. I can sort through those. I guess I could have shown you the demo mode too, but you can also see there's live weather on here, different layers of shipping lanes, air traffic. It'll show that if I turn it on. I have pins on different city locations like Tokyo, Stockholm, London, Sydney, Australia. Here's the live views. Now this is just insane that if I go down here to, like, for example, let's see here. Let's do the GPS operational satellite. So I did not have anything showing. Now I have this showing, and I'll take off the menu so you can see it. This is where 30, come on. There we go. Sorry. That's my fault, by the way. This is not the Geocron acting up. This is where 30 GPS satellites are in real time right now above us. So this has the ability to track pretty much anything in the sky, most things in the water. You can also see the real-time weather that's up on the screen. Again, I wish I could point all this out, but, like, for example, right by San Francisco, you can kind of see that system moving in. There's also one well out over the Pacific, and even one further towards Asia on the other side of the international date line. So this is just such a cool toy. And I want to say it's a tool. It is a tool. I guess some people could use it that way, but more viewed as a toy from my perspective. That I have. How will I use this? I don't know exactly. I used it on New Year's Eve to do live tracking of where midnight had just turned, and I thought that was pretty cool. I know there's also a Santa tracker that they have appear on there during the holidays. Maybe I'll bust it out again next December. But again, it's something cool to kind of stare at. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Let me hear if the sound goes off. I didn't hear the sound go off, but I did see the timer go off. Anyway, It was the 10-minute timer that I hit a while ago telling me that I need to wrap it up. And you know what? It's perfect timing because you got to see the Geocron. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. So some new additions here in the home studio. Yeah, I got some more bells and whistles to play with. But I guess the main thing I wanted to say, well, I wanted to come on here and quickly share the black eye story because I hadn't made any other videos with it and it never appeared anywhere. So I guess I just kind of wanted proof that it existed and to tell you that that's not the reason why I haven't been on here. But that's what I'm working with right now. Yeah, in addition to the fact that in the hockey season to come here, I'm probably going to be a lot more present with live streaming and live thoughts and comments after games. And I really do want to engage some of you guys as viewers and commenters and all that stuff. And I definitely want to get those in the live stream. In fact, I'm looking at some of the comments right now. People saying, obviously, I need to get NHL 21. That's very clear. Jacob saying, taking it like a champ. Yeah, I guess, when your son headbutts you, your 3-year-old son headbutts you as he's going to sleep on accident. There you go. I guess if that's taking it like a champ, then that's what it is. But anyway, yeah, you can. Greenland is massive. Yeah. So how do you remember Greenland is ice? Greenland is icy and Iceland is green. Do I have that right? I think I do. I'm never positive on that one. PS4, that's mentioned here, but I don't know what, is PS5 the new one? Like, I'm embarrassed to ask this. Look, there's so many things. I realized the other day, it's crazy about like just music, how I could name, or I could recite word for word lyrics of like a Busta Rhymes song from 1998, I could go word for word with the song in very intense and quickly moving lyrics, but I barely know who like Post Malone is. I'm not even joking. I couldn't name you one Post Malone song. And maybe, am I even behind on Post Malone? Like I don't even, I'm way behind. PS360, thank you. PS5, no wait, PS360? Oh, PS5 is the new one. I was thinking Xbox 360. Anyway, this is what happens, by the way, when I get into the comments, like I start focusing on that, I lose it. That's kind of why I have been avoiding the chat. And I don't mean avoiding the chat. I just mean if I put my head in there, I want to respond to everybody and do it the right way. And then I get sidetracked and distracted. But hey, maybe that's what a future, like Sharks post-game live stream could be like and look like. Anyway, I said I was going to sign off, so I better do that now. I really thank all of you for checking in here on a Saturday night. Tell me what you think, ideas, other things I should do here from the home studio. I will have a new channel trailer coming out, and what that's going to be is kind of describing what this channel is bound to be in the near future and moving forward. When I started it a couple years ago, when I really put work into it, I was just kind of throwing stuff and seeing what worked and what fit. I'm really going to narrow it down to three or four main topics, and I'll spell all that out in the new channel trailer. So look for that soon. Look for some more production stuff coming soon, some more aviation videos coming soon, and obviously sports, Sharks, A's, all that, that is definitely on the way. All right, so until next time, everybody, be safe. I'll be seeing lots of you coming up soon. Good night.